يا خيالي صف جنحانك بجو صفا فوق روض من صفاته ومن ماريته عن عيون مقرنسين الهواجس في خفا شرد لا مرت بقلب ميت احيته اعطني ما يجذب الود ويذيب الجفا اعطني ما طاه يوسف لابوه بجيته المقام اكبر من النحت في صم الصفا والمكان تقول حاتم وديوانيته يا خيالي صف جنحانك بجو صفا فوق روض من صفاته ومن ماريته عن عيون مقرنسين الهواجس في خفا شرد لا مرت بقلب ميت احيته عند ابن مرسانا الافراح نور ما طفا كان هلال العيد ذا الليل تثبت رؤيته شيخني عز المراجل ما يعطيها قفا حبها ونشرب نحبها ذريته يا خيالي صف جنحانك بجو صفا فوق روض من صفاته ومن ماريته عن عيون مقرنسين الهواجس في خفا شرد لا مرت بقلب ميت احيته كابر من روسه كابر رصيده من وفا يبطي العساف ما ودعه في ماليته.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. What an amazing video that was. And I'm chatting to Salma Kazi-Wahab, the PR and marketing manager and brand manager of Udher. What a beautiful video, mashallah. Well done, guys.
I know, it's so exciting to see that. Assalamu alaikum, Yasmin. Wonderful to see you.
Always lovely to see you and always lovely chatting to you. I see this time you're on the other side, so I'm going to go straight into it. Can you tell us more about Salma Kazi-Wahab? I know most people do know who you are, but yeah, let's just go in for our listeners.
No, it's wonderful. And as you did mention, a little off air or backstage, as it's called, is I'm known for radio work. So usually I'm not at the front of a face or doing this audio visual, but we're moving with technology, and that's great. And I love the way Muslim media is going. For those that don't know me, I'm a Durban-based radio presenter. But besides that, I've worked for many years, since 2015, in the modest fashion scene, where I handle the brand's PR and marketing. That's from before. Nowadays, we're so lucky to see photo shoots happening all the time. But going back 10 years or so, it wasn't that common. And at that time, I used to do with a lot of modest fashion brands, especially before Ramadan and Eid, on their photo shoots, their marketing campaigns, help them with press releases. We coordinated little pop-ups for them. And a lot of those brands now have their own boutiques and stores now, whereas that time they were just starting off. So that's a lot of what I do besides the media and the radio. Is I work with a lot of the brands in the Muslim fashion industry.
I mean, yes, we've worked on a couple, I think, together. Well done. That was amazing. It's like you say, it really is amazing how we've transitioned, how the modest fashion industry has transitioned. I know that you are now with Udher. You do their PR and marketing. How did you get involved with them? Just a quick one.
That's exciting. And it really was, like I mentioned, back at that time in 2015, when a lot of these brands were just coming out, the modest fashion scene wasn't as big as it is now. It was growing, and businesses were looking for ways to get known and gain popularity. And Udher was not Udher back then. They were known as distinctive damsels. And it was very different. It just has this black on black look. And they approached me and we got talking online about the type of brand that they are and what they're looking for. They were trying to reach their Durban clientele as well. So she sent me in literally 2 boxes full of abayas. And we literally decided to do a shoot. She was known for her scarves at the time. And she used to do a few pop-ups and things, but she wanted to really make a statement or a name for herself. So we took her brand and we roped in a bunch of models and we took over the Musgrave Mall in Durban. And we launched our first photo shoot for La Udher there with their packaging and everything. Took everyone's breath away on social media with how her items were presented, the type of range that she had. And La Udher really made a beautiful statement in that one shoot alone. And I was so proud. And since then, almost every campaign, every launch, I've worked with the brand, and it's been fantastic. So it's been a beautiful, long journey to see how far they've come.
Mashallah. So how do you root yourself in like it's like deeply rooted in these beautiful cultural and values? How do you connect that with the brand?
Now, when you talk to the owner, when you talk to her daughters, and when I met them for the very first time, it was at a shopping festival in Johannesburg, and she flew me down to be there for that event. At the time, it's when it dawned upon me just what this brand meant for them as a family, why her values are so intertwined with this. It's not just any brand, it is her whole being. And I say her, the owner of the brand La Udher is Zainab. She's well known in the Lenasia area, and her own personal values, her own position, her own everything is strategically thought out. I tease her because everything she does has significance. If there is an Islamic significance behind a number, she will launch on that particular date, or she will launch that amount of items in her collection. She will launch a particular range that fits in with something in Hadith or something in Quranic ayah or something with some Islamic significance. Nothing is done because it was seen on a catwalk in Milan or in Dubai or in the latest magazine or trending on social media. Everything is deeply rooted in Islamic historical significance, and that's what makes La Udher truly stand out to other brands, I would say.
Yes, there's no excuses, right? That's what.
Absolutely, yes.
No excuses, yes. And the elegance, and she embraces elegance and honoring tradition. How does the modern fashion trend balance with the traditional values of these collections that you have? And that's my next question. I think we're going to go into a break soon, but my next question, we're going to be talking about the new collection that she has upcoming. Okay, but yeah, we were talking about
with the trend, with current trends, and working with, now obviously when you are designing a range, you have to think, what does the community at the end of the day still want? What is in style? What is in fashion? So she obviously has the timeless classic pieces, your big farasha styles, your large sleeves, your everything that works. If sequence is trending, she'll incorporate that. If the different styles of the abayas, if capes are in style, then she'll incorporate that. But it also depends. She looks a lot at the Emirati styles, the Emirati trends, the Arabian trends, that elegance. But again, she always shifts back to Sunnah, the Sunnah style of dressing, the way the female Sahabiya would have dressed. She looks back at stories with how can you somewhat set yourself apart from other brands that are already all over the scene at the moment. There are abayas available everywhere in all colors and all styles. But La Udher will still try and go back to its original virtue and its original purpose to dress modestly, but while still incorporating some element of more modern styling in between.
Jazakallah so much for that. And we're going to be chatting soon again when we get back about the new range, Palestinian inspired, correct? We'll chat
Yes.
soon. Chat soon.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media, your humanitarian broadcaster.
Step into a Turkish fairy tale with Avoca Travel's 12-day grand tour of Turkey, departing on April 15th. Immerse yourself in spellbinding Istanbul, Bolu, Ankara, Cappadocia, Konya, Pamukkale, Kusadasi, Ephesus, and Çanakkale before crossing the Dardanelles to the battlefields of Gallipoli. Picture turquoise waters lapping white sandy beaches, indulge in delectable cuisine, and relish a shopper's haven. Our 12-day fully escorted tour includes airfare, transfers, accommodation, breakfast, 6 dinners, air-conditioned luxury coach, fully guided tours, entrance fee, and tips, all for just 28,997 Rand per person sharing. That's right, 28,997 Rand sharing. Secure your place. Call Avoca Travels now on 031 2020 370 031 2020 370, mobile 082 8811 763 082 8811 763, or avocaonline.co.za. Avoca Travels. Expect the world of us.
After the recent attacks on Gaza, many families have been displaced with their homes left destroyed. Through your donations, our teams are on the ground in Gaza, providing support and delivering necessary aid to families affected. The people of Gaza need your help. Give hope. Donate today to Penny Appeal South Africa. www.pennyappeal.org.za 031 1100 573.
We are here on the ground with Penny Appeal organizations in Gaza.
Shimmer, sparkle, captivate. Nothing less than a masterpiece. Droplets of gold inspires precious design. Platinum bursts with intricate freshness. And every pure diamond becomes more than just a girl's best friend. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, where timeless dreams become a reality. Come to us. We tailor-make designer gold, platinum, and diamond jewelry. Trade in or remodel your old gold. Clad yourself with classy name-branded watches. We offer insurance valuation and freezer card calculation. Visit us at 534 Ridge Road, Overport, or call 031 208 9142. Voda Gold Gem Jewelers, manufacturers of fine gold and diamond jewelry.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184. Or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
يشرق الفرحة بنا والهنا في حفلنا في رجوعك يا فهد طيب وباسم هنا في رجوعك يا فهد طيب وباسم هنا غنت بريدة فرح تطرد شموس الترح والصادق مهما وجد علان اليوم الفرح غنت بريدة فرح تطرد شموس الترح والصادر مهما وجد علان اليوم الفرح أعلان اليوم الفرح يشرق الفرحة بنا والهنا في حفلنا في رجوعك يا فهد طيب وباسم هنا في رجوعك يا فهد طيب وباسم هنا.
Welcome back, and I'm speaking to Salma Kazi-Wahab, the PR and brand manager of Udher Boutique Store. And again, what a lovely video, mashallah. Loving it. Can you share the variety of products and abayas and throbes that Udher has, and tell us more about the new product line that we have coming up, the Biru line. That's what I want to know.
Of course, and you
about.
see, just to touch on that video as well, is Udher is one of those brands that they don't play simple. or they try not to be average in any way. So every campaign of theirs, you would know, no excuse, and they have to set themselves apart from the rest. If others have done it, it's off the block. We're not going to even attempt to do something any similar to what has been done already. Every campaign, every release has to be unique from inception. And also when they name each collection gets released in their own campaign with their own name. You'll see the abayas have their own original names. There's khawla, there's all types of names, but all with historical significance. The names of the brands, the names of the ranges, and also the timing when they do release, when they release for Ramadan, if they release for Eid, or if they release at another time, whatever it may be, jilbabs or any such thing, even the burqas for Hajj. There's been a number of different items that have been released, and it's always well thought out in that particular way, from the detail, from the quality, to the type of items that are released, the stitching details, the presentation, the packaging, everything evolves. When we did release a men's range as well, that was done in a beautiful way. I'm sure maybe if there's time permitting, that video clip will come on as well. Just excuse my son, sorry. But if we do eventually, when it does come to the men's range, that also releases with Imam Mahdi in mind, with Khalid bin Walid, with the men of Islam. So every range or every release comes or is tied in with a specific significance in mind. Similarly, now when it comes to this particular time, it would be totally tone deaf of us to be promoting Ramadan or Eid collections without considering what's happening in the other parts of the world, of course, with Palestine and Gaza. And there was no way we'd be able to release something without tying it or connecting it to that. And hence, Birruh was born. Birruh is now, we hear it all the time, Birruh, Navdiq Ya Aqsa, we're hearing it all the time. It's echoing. Our children have learnt it as well. So in connecting with those sentiments, you will find very subtle innuendos as well as we go along. It's actually the first time we're talking about it. We just announced it this weekend. So this is the first time we're actually talking about it publicly. You'll see several innuendos and connections to the Battle of Badr. You'll see several innuendos to the number 313. You'll see connections to the number 7. You'll see lots of connections to several historical events that have taken place, battles, wars, jihad. You will see it in our campaign. It won't be glaringly obvious, but of course you will pick up on it if you are aware of history and Islamic history. So this collection is coming up. There will be 3 collections that will be launching, inshallah. And of course, Palestinian range being one of them. I have not seen them yet, but the actual pictures will be releasing soon. The collection was just done, was just completed in this past week. There will also be an Eid range that will be coming out, considering we are just over 40 days now, I think, from Ramadan. And there will also be the classic range, the classic black range that will be releasing also, which La Udher is known for and still has their regular clientele for.
Oh, mashallah, this is so cool and exciting. I'm so glad that we had you first to share the story with us.
Yes, definitely.
Amazing.
It's the first time. We just went live with it this weekend and we announced Birruh. So it's officially the first time that we're actually getting to talk about it, because it's a campaign that's not like the others. This one is special, and this one is deeply rooted in her message. This is the core existence of La Udher. This is what La Udher is all about. There is no excuse. And you can see from the pictures that viewers are seeing as well, with the men's shoot, the kanduras, that Mufti Menk even wore himself. It sends such a strong message. This is what La Udher stand for. And at a time like this, La Udher is going to come out in all its glory, because this is what La Udher was. This is the whole inception of La Udher. So Birruh, with my soul, and soul we've seen all across, again, social media now. It's connected to the people of Gaza in every way. You will see La Udher's logo even has incorporated the colors of Palestinian flag. So it's standing loud and proud right now.
So let's talk about the upcoming fundraiser you have for Palestine. Do you want to share more information on that?
Okay, so I will share the information that has been confirmed thus far, again, for the very first time. 17th of February has been the date allocated for our official launch, where all 3 collections will be showcased not on social media, but for the first time at La Udher's own fashion showcase. It will be our own event, which we will be hosting, and we are so excited for it. I'm trying not to go into verbal diarrhea and give all of it in one shot, because we have a plan for how we want to announce it. But we can say for now that 17th of February, and that is all I can give away.
So we're clearing dates for the 17th of February. Everybody,
absolutely. It's a Saturday. Yes, it's going to be daytime. It's not an evening event. It is going to be daytime, exclusively and strictly females only. And it will be a fashion showcase, incorporating in everything Beruh, obviously for Palestine. And that is where everything goes for. I love the new release. We must acknowledge the beautiful Shazana, who was our model for this campaign. The creators behind it, of course. I pushed for this shoot. We managed to do it in a matter of 2 or 3 days. We spoke about it. The name came about and we pulled it off. We got the horses and Shazana got on horseback with her Palestinian flag. And we managed to arrange a beautiful team who was able to make sure that Kafia was a part of it and incorporated into it, purely to announce this particular and very special campaign, and details of the event, location, and the rest of the program, who the VIP guests will be, and the actual format and lineup will all be announced in due course.
Oh my God, I cannot wait, because we know that La Udher always has something spectacular set up for you. So yeah, we're going to be booking our calendars for the 17th of February. If we want to have more information, obviously we can check out La Udher's social media. Do you want to share that link with us before we go to our next video?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can absolutely go to La Udher No Excuse. That's what it stands for. And their name is No Excuse Not to Don the Hijab. There is something to suit everyone, every color preference, from the timeless classics, all blacks, to any colors. And I'm so excited to introduce, by the 17th of February, will be the launch of the Eid collection, will be the launch of the Palestinian collection, and their all black range that they always release. And there will be 7 items that will be released from each of those ranges. And that's besides the actual program that will be dedicated to Palestine, the demonstrations, the guest speakers, the VVIPs, and where this will all be. We've partnered with a charity as well. So all of that information is due to be released in the upcoming days. So we're really excited for that. For the 17th of February, the launch of Beruh by La Udher.
Great stuff. We're looking forward to that. We will be checking out your social media. We will have lots of people doing that as well. Jazakallah so much. We're going into our next video, and that's about your men's range, correct? We're going to show some men's kurtas right now. I think we're lining up with the video to be played. And yeah.
ريض يا الطارش يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيبه لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريبه واسأل عنا له المنة قل علامات انت تدريبه مدعيكم غايب عنا والحكم ميوز في الغيبة ينبغي الإنسان يتأنى ويحكم بأحكام مصيبة لا تحس بالحيف ذا منا النصف ناخذ ونعطيبه سوي يميل وبلغه عنا بالسلام وألف ترحيب يا الطارش يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيبه لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريبه ريض يا الطارش يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيبه لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريبه بلغ المهموم ما تهنى سهل الليلة يهذيبه يشغله بالفكر والظن مكر وسواس ولا عيبه حزن في قلبه مخاف انه دون ناس خايف تعيبه قول له اللي له المنة عالم بالجهر والغيبة يعلم بحالك ولكن ما يختبر عبده بالمصيبة يلم عنا خط بكتابك بترحيبه لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريبه يا الطارش يلم عنا بكتابك الترحيب لو سرابك ليلك وجنة بالدجا في الليل تسريب من بضا مثواه للجنة ما رضى.
Again, another beautiful video by La Udher featuring their men's range. Salma, thank you so much. This was amazing. But before we go, I'm so excited. I'm so tongue-twisted about having La Udher on show that I'm even losing my words. But before we go, what's your final message that you want to share with our listeners about the power of fashion and making a social impact with fashion?
That's a lovely question. And something also came to mind now when I was just looking and watching that video now while I was talking to you, is that now we'll find ourselves flooded with a lot of kefias on our feeds. You'll find brands doing garments now with kefias incorporated into them. You'll find henna artists now doing Palestine and the Gaza map on their hands and the palms of their hands. You'll find the scarves, you'll find the scarf styles, you'll find everybody, I wouldn't like to say it, but unfortunately it is the reality, jumping on the trend. And then tomorrow it may just be forgotten again. This has been happening for year after year and decades. It is important, it is so important not to judge other brands, but at the same time to support, to accept that they are trying to move with what is happening. But we also, as brands, on the other hand, have to be mindful to not capitalize on what is happening in Palestine and Gaza. If this has to be connected and deep rooted, if you see this particular shoot with the men's shoot, if you see it, how it was happening, it happened years ago. Many of these brands, when La Udher even launched, it happened years ago, before all of this really reached this point to where it is now. So it shows an authenticity from La Udher as well, that it's not something, because it's easy for people to now say, because what's happening, we want to launch a collection that is now going to capitalize on what's happening on the people of Palestine. So I felt that's imperative to also mention when any brand is coming on board, to not rush to judge, but also to just look at their purpose behind it as well. La Udher will be donating certain portions of, they have to obviously at the end of the day cover their expenses and things, but a portion of it will go towards charities. And La Udher was very mindful of that, to partner with a charity in our upcoming launch in this particular Birruh campaign, to ensure that it is not about making money. And Zainab, the owner of La Udher herself, repeatedly would mention to me, Salma, this is not any collection. This is not just about launching a new range. The profits, the money has to go to Palestine. It has to go to those people. It has to go to a cause. This is what we're doing it for. This is our aim. This is our purpose, to create awareness. She was ready. We were ready. We were planning parades on horseback. We were planning several different things. And there's so many things in plans for this particular launch. And I think that's what's important as a brand, to not use this moment to just sell Palestinian merch, to not use this moment to just promote the bumper car stickers and go for the protests and the marches. It's about ruh, it's about the soul. And use this opportunity to connect to what's true, to connect to Allah, to also gain closeness to Allah, see the belief and the tawakkul that the people of Palestine themselves have, and incorporate that into your business. Even if it means boycotting certain things, even if it means not stocking certain things, do it with that aim, with that purpose. Simple things, even like your promotional campaign. You cannot promote something on the one hand, but then utilize maybe music or something that isn't Islamic on the other hand with your brand and associate therein. And that's what I think La Udher sends a very big and a very profound message in that way. The double standards are not there. And La Udher is standing firm and proud in solidarity with the people of Palestine and their commitment to Allah. They always emphasize that to me. Allah comes first, those rules come first, and therein the promotion of La Udher as a fashion brand.
Jazakallah so much for those words, Salma. Thank you so much for taking the time out and sharing this dynamic story of La Udher. We look forward to seeing more, and touch base soon. I'm keeping the 17th of February open. Jazakallah so much for your time.
Thank you so much, inshallah. Thank you, Yasmin.
Pleasure.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, that was Salma Kazi-Wahab from La Udher, the brand manager and PR exec of La Udher. We're going into an ad break now, or is there another video that we're going to be playing? I'm not sure, but Jazakallah for that, La Udher. We're going